Coming up on DC News Now at 4, a death investigation in Southwest DC. A man's body found near a dumpster. We're live with what we know.
Plus, DC residents seeking help with rent running into problems with the district's online portal. Hear from one woman who experienced it herself.
All quiet weather right now, but watching a storm system on the west coast dive on down to the Gulf Coast and become our next weather maker for this weekend.
Then a wellness expert shares advice on how to improve your physical and mental health as we head into 2024.
And the new year is a great time to clean up your old computer. Tips to get your aging devices running like new.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Our top story here at 4. New details tonight after a man's body was found in Southwest Washington this morning.
Yeah, police were on scene at Canal Street for several hours. Our Randy Bass was on scene alongside detectives.
She's joining us live now. Randy, what have you learned so far?
Yeah, Annalisa, Mark, still more questions than answers at this point. What we do know, that death investigation not yet being called a homicide investigation, that death investigation centering right here behind this apartment complex along Canal Street Southwest, specifically the area next to that big red dumpster behind these apartments here. Yellow crime scene tape still up around the scene right now. That call reporting that that man's body had been found came in this morning just before 9:30, giving you a better idea of where exactly we are right now, just 3 blocks west of Nats Park in Navy Yard. The 1st District Commander told me the circumstances surrounding this man's death still very unclear right now. He says the medical examiner is looking for any signs of trauma that could point to what happened here. You may have seen reports on social media that this was connected to a missing persons case. I asked the commander about that too. He says police are aware of those reports and investigating any possible connection to missing person cases in the district. They have not yet identified the man, so they cannot confirm any kind of connection at this time. Right now, though, the police department still in the very early stages of the investigation here in Southwest DC. They tell me it could be some time before any new details are released. Annalisa?
Randy, and at this point, do we have any idea how long that man's body may have been there?
Yeah, Annalisa, that's a big question that still remains tonight. One that the 1st District Commander tells me is still very much under investigation at this point. One thing they're looking into, surveillance cameras that are up here on this building and around the neighborhood. They're canvassing this neighborhood, checking these cameras for any kind of footage that may point to what happened here or what led up to this man's death in this area of Southwest DC. At this point, though, police are asking anybody with any information at all to get in contact with them. Live in Southwest, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. Right now, police are investigating 2 stabbings along the same block in Southeast DC. One of those stabbings happened right in front of the DC Police Department's 7th District Station. Investigators say the 2 stabbings were reported within minutes of each other around noon today. One along Alabama Avenue near the police station, and another just 1 block north at Knox Place intersection near the Buena Vista and Skyland neighborhoods. DC police cannot confirm the 2 incidents are connected and did not share any details about the suspects or victims.
All right, taking a live look outside in Roslyn here at 4 o'clock. Clear skies and just chilly today, Mark.
It was chilly, Annalisa, but we did have that sun, which is certainly something I think we can at least feel good about. Let's head over now to meteorologist Scott Sumner for a first look at the forecast. Again, Scott, it is wintertime, right?
That is true, and yes, it was chilly this morning, but it's warmed up somewhat compared to where we were yesterday. 45 degrees. We don't have the wind to deal with either. That's an important aspect of our weather. Mostly cloudy skies being shown here, but there is plenty of sunshine out and about. Those clouds are high, thin clouds that are moving on in, and that's going to keep us a little warmer and milder overnight tonight. As you see over the next 12 hours, hours. We drop through the lower 40s, eventually getting into the upper 30s here around 10 o'clock, and then sliding right into in the morning hours, staying in the upper 30s here because of the cloud coverage. You don't have clear skies tonight like we did last night going into this morning. As a matter of fact, over the last 24 hours, we've seen a temperature change of anywhere from 2 to as much as potentially 8 degrees warmer in spots today than it was just 24 hours ago. All right, so while we remain dry and quiet here in our local backyards, out to the west, about 2,000 or 2,500 miles away, is going to be our next weather maker and our next weekend storm. It's currently in Nevada, impacting places east of Las Vegas over towards the Grand Canyon vicinity and northern Arizona. So some possible storm scenarios. Damon showed you this yesterday. It's worth noting again that we still have an opportunity to see two potentially different ways of this low and storm to travel. One is to take a little bit more of a western track from the Gulf Coast, and thereby whatever snow starts off with will switch over to some rain here, especially in the D.C., staying snow west of Washington. But if the track does go a little further east and a shift in 50 to 60 miles will make a difference here, some colder air will be pulled in with some wintry mix and snow extending a little closer toward the coastline. Again, still worth noting and watching. As far as evening planner tonight, though, not really looking at too much other than clouds here across the region. There will be some showers overnight tonight due to a completely different system. We'll talk about that in the main weather coming up.
All right, Scott, thank you. Well, right now in Maryland, Montgomery County leaders are preparing for the possible storm this weekend. They say if needed, the county will open the Storm Operations Center to respond to emergency requests for service.
We're approaching about 2 years since even recording an inch of snow at National or BWI. And as often happens, it's quite possible there'll be a lot of traffic at pharmacies, grocery, and hardware stores as people prepare for a storm. I think we've all been through this drill before. We encourage residents to be prepared.
And the county is reminding everyone to avoid driving on those roads during any storm. Well, many people in D.C. facing eviction were faced with a broken website this week while trying to apply for rental assistance. But the application portal is now closed after officials received 3,500 applications.
And our Daniel Hamburg joins us live in Northwest. Daniel, you talk with one woman who says that this was the second time that she tried applying with no luck.
Yeah, Mark and Annalisa, a woman who lives here, a single mother, disabled herself with a disabled child as well. She was one of thousands of people who tried logging on yesterday to apply for that rental assistance. Instead, she was met with this screen that says the website was under maintenance. And because she was at work with only a short time frame to figure it out, the portal was closed by the time she got off. She faced the exact same problem in October, and she says she needs the money because she's facing eviction and can't reach an agreement with her landlord about her outstanding balance. That's something she says is also difficult meeting requirements for the program.
You have to meet the person where the person is financially. If the outstanding balance is high and on top of the rent that you have to pay monthly, it's not something most people can do, especially me.
Now, Fatima there was actually in court today because of this eviction with her landlord. She says a mediation trial is now set for June. As for the ERAP portal opening back up, it's going to open on April 1st and July 1st, both also accepting 3,500 applicants each. Annalisa.
And Daniel, you also talked to Councilmember Robert White, who has advocated for this program. What is he saying tonight?
Well, Annalisa, he was basically telling me that he believes this is a failure on the part of the administration. When Mayor Bowser initially put out her budget, it was for $8 million for the ERAP program. The council got that up to $40 million, but he says there's an additional $20 million federal dollars that was supposed to be earmarked for ERAP. He says the mayor is not putting that money available for the program. So he says they are working to figure that out with the Department of Human Services. We're live in Northwest. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Daniel, thank you. Developing in Alexandria, crews are mopping up after an intense fire that broke out at a commercial building. The blaze impacted several businesses in the area. DC News Now's Liberty Zabala has more on the damage.
Well, Alexandria firefighters say they'll continue to monitor the situation. They have spent all morning mopping up what's left of the scene at this building, and they urged residents to avoid the area.
Cell phone video shows how tall the flames were. The billowing smoke could be seen for miles. Alexandria Fire Department and Fairfax County Fire Rescue responded to the scene here Tuesday night at around 10 p.m. They say the 3-alarm fire broke out at a commercial building in the 4000 block of Wheeler Avenue.
From my understanding, I don't think nobody was hurt, and that's the main thing. And that's the most important thing of it all. It's unfortunate, again, that someone's business goes up in flames sometimes, but it's just unfortunate.
They had to close both directions of Wheeler Avenue for hours as they battled the flames. Drivers are urged to avoid the area. A fire marshal is on scene to investigate the cause.
Just to give you an idea of where we are right where a fruit and vegetable business is. There's also a nearby catering business and a brewery, so this has definitely impacted several businesses in the area. For now, in Alexandria, Liberty Zavala, D.C. News Now.
Liberty, thank you. Meanwhile, Virginia Democrats will open the legislative session with control of the state house, and a big goal for the party is passing legislation for gun violence prevention. The session begins next week, and we're already getting a glimpse at some of those efforts to limit gun access. One pre-filed bill would make it a felony to possess, sell, or manufacture an assault firearm. Another proposal would make it illegal to carry an assault weapon in public. Some advocates, though, say assault weapons are unnecessary and alarming, while others say the bills infringe on Second Amendment rights.
They're frightening. They're frightening to too many people, and they just have no place on our streets in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
They're protected by the Second Amendment. The Supreme Court has said that any firearm that's in common use is protected. And the AR-15, for example, is the most commonly bought rifle right now in America and has been for quite a few years.
We'll have more on the future of guns in Virginia ahead on DC News Now at 5.